Hi everyone, Dion Johnson here from fedupatwork.com, and today is day 15 of our 21-day video challenge, Create a Better Work Life. And today we're talking about mediocrity. Why? Well, because we've been talking about purpose and we've been talking about identity and true desires and what we're going to do with our life. And yet I realise that even when people do have a really strong sense of purpose, or even when people really have tapped into and gotten a really strong sense of what they truly desire, it doesn't always logically follow that people are going to live their life that way. So there's these people walking around knowing that they're purpose, knowing that they're called, knowing that they have a lot of potential and have the desire for that potential to manifest, yet they're choosing to live lives and work lives that are contrary to that or less than that. And I call that less than life a mediocre life. Mediocre just means an ordinary life, a regular life, an average life, a life that's not really anything spectacular. I've been thinking about this morning, the fact that I've got an iPhone and I'm really new to the iPhone, but I understand that this invention is radically transforming the marketplace and the way people function in their lives and in their business. I realise that this is a revolutionary tool if you want to collaborate and if you want to create and if you want to communicate, that this tool here has the power in its little frame to radically make things different for the user. Yet, for me, being a technophobe, I literally make calls on this, receive calls. I might send it on text. I might read my emails on here, but actually, I don't even know how to send emails properly because it's saying something about the server and I got no idea what that means. And so I've literally for the last week not been able to send any emails even. So I'm using this massively radical tool at its very, very basic level. My daughter gets so irritated with me. She says, "Mum, you can do this on there, on your iPhone." I say, "Not me, darling. I just don't get how to use it." And it got me thinking that so many of our work lives and our lives are being lived like this. So we know that there's this whole load of potential. We know that there's just so much that could happen, but we are choosing to play small. We're choosing to stay middle of the road. We're choosing to, be gentle and ordinary and not doing very much, not in comparison to what it could do. You get what I mean, right? And so today I'm really here to urge you to understand, first of all, that just because you get a strong sense of purpose and just because you have started to tap into your desires doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to follow that you're going to live that life. You're going to have to choose to, and I'm urging you today to choose to live the life that you know you are called to live, the life that you are desiring. In fact, as you work through the exercises that we've been discussing over the last week, I'm hoping that you'll begin to see yourself in a more grandiose way, that you will see yourself doing more, being more and having more. And then when you begin to see those things about your life and your work life, I want you to say yes to that and choose to make the steps towards making that life come true. Don't settle. I read a quote this morning, I want to read it to you. It says that we must overcome the notion that we must be regular. And it's so regular, isn't it, that people don't go for it. Somebody said to me once, I don't want to aim too high in case I don't make it. But I'm not encouraging you to listen to this quote. We must overcome the notion that we must be regular. It robs you of the chance to be extraordinary and leads to the mediocre. The reason that I don't use my iPhone much more fully is because I'm going to have to take my slow technical brain and try and align it with the functionality of this phone, and that for me is a painful process. That for me is it drains me. I just don't get enthusiastic about it at all. I mean, once I know it though, I'll be able to use the phone properly, but it's going to take me a while to say yes to the process. Today I'm asking you to say yes to the process. to see what you can achieve, to desire it, and then to say yes to it. Choose it, step into it, and decide to live it. Will you do that for me?